Hi, guys. Hi, family. Welcome to part 21 of How I Married Wrong. Yeah, this is the story, is sad part of my story. I've shared everything. I've shared everything that happened to me before. But this part, it is so painful because it doesn't only involve me, but it involves my children. Yeah, I don't wish this for any mother. I do not wish it for any sister. I don't wish it for anyone or any child. Remember that this is my second marriage and I came with my two daughters from my first marriage. So when I got married to this guy, I had my two daughters. They were still young at that time. Yeah, so not suspecting anything as a mother, because I told myself that after my first divorce, I'm going with my kids wherever they are. I'm that mother who's going to work so hard and make sure that my kids get the best they get. If I eat, they eat. If I do anything that I have, I share with them. So I was working for them. They were my why. They were my reason for living. So here I am. I've moved on with life. I was in a relationship already with someone. Like I've moved on, man. The divorce is long gone. It's over. You know, I've even forgotten that the guy existed. Even him, he remarried someone. Few years later, after everything happened, few years later, I think it was about 3 years after everything happened. Excuse me. My first husband, which is the father of my daughters, called me and he said he wants to meet me. They came to the shop in my boutique. When they came with my daughter. My daughter at this time, she's doing her first year at the university. She's at the university, she's doing her first year. So they came to call, they wanted to tell me something. As I said, that my first marriage, it just didn't work out because we're not meant to be together, but that man was a good man. Hence, even in this situation, he's the one who came, who was comforting me. So he came and told me that this guy, the one that I just got divorced to, was molesting my daughter, at the age of 12 years. 12 years. So which means everything that he was doing, cheating with my friends, cheating with everyone else, hurting me, he was also molesting my daughter. 12 years. And I didn't know. And I didn't say anything. I was there. It's only later on that I'm going to share the details. But for now, I discovered this big thing. At that time, I think I nearly lost my mind. The father of my daughter held me. He held me. He said, "It's not your fault. It is not your fault. You are a good mother. You are a good mother. You just met a wrong person." So he was the one who was comforting me. He was the one who was strengthening me. He was the one who was on my side. Because guys, think about it. What if he was not on my side? What if Because if he was another man, he would have said, yeah, now you meet a man and you expose my kids, and they to this bad man, and the man molested my daughter, and he was gonna fight me, so now it's gonna be him, and then the news that I'm receiving. How was I gonna cope? Guys, I nearly lost my mind. I nearly lost my mind. I nearly lost my mind. All I wanted to do was to kill that man. All I wanted to do was to kill that man. I didn't know what to do with myself. I think I cried for days. I couldn't look at my daughter because, think about it, as much as at that time she was 18, the thoughts, imagining what was happening, that, when something like that happens to a mother, to your child, as a mother, you start blaming yourself. But maybe I'm not a good mother. Maybe I should have done this, I should have done that. But this, I didn't see it coming. Here I am trying to save this marriage, trying to pray for him. I didn't know this was happening behind my back. And how do you deal with that as a mother? When I heard those news, I lost my mind. I didn't know what to do. I saw myself as a failure. I saw myself as a mother who didn't protect my children, but I thought I was doing it because I was available for them. I was working so hard, giving them good. I was just there. There was no time where my kids will be away from me. After the divorce, they were there with me. But everything, when a man is evil, will make ways to do his dirty things. Yeah. And I cannot believe that today I can talk about this story without shedding a tear. My daughter, she was like, Mom, when you share my part, in fact, she's the one who gave me the permission to share it, because we went through counseling, we went through healing. I'm going to talk about that later, because I believe that there are so many mothers, there are so many parents who have experienced what I've experienced with their daughters or with their sons, but they never went through healing. So I'm going to take you through the journey of how we began to heal as mother and a daughter, as a family. Yeah. And at that time, when I just thought that was enough, I called my younger daughter now, the one who's after her. I called her. Has this guy did anything to you? And she said no. I said, okay, but he did it to your sister. And that's when my second daughter, started to open up, and she started telling me her own story. Two of my daughters. The first one was molested when she was 12. The second one, she was 7 years old, but he hadn't started with her. He was just touching her, just grooming her. I'm going to share the details when I come back of what happened next, and the justice system of our country, that we are on our own. I'm going to take you through the journey of what happened next.